The alien invaders had taken over the southern parts of South America, Africa, and Australia. Their air supremacy gave them an overwhelming advantage over the world's most advanced air defenses and air forces. In response, the Combined Earth Command was established in northern Canada, with the nations still able to resist joining forces to mount a defense. The alien attacks were relentless, one wave of bombardments and laser blasts after another. It was a nightmare scenario we could never have imagined. A few decades earlier, we had sent a message in the form of a gold disc, hoping to make contact with extraterrestrial life. We succeeded, but the aliens we encountered were not what we expected. They were driven by an insatiable desire for gold, much like the gold fever the Native Americans described when referring to the European settlers. What we didn't realize was that the disc we sent was made of solid gold. While gold was valuable on Earth, we had no idea how valuable it was to these aliens. Their entire society revolved around gold as their currency, and they weren't a huge organized army. Instead, they were like bands of pirates. Their infrastructure depended on acquiring gold, and when they weren't raiding and killing humans, they spent their time indulging in extravagant celebrations, much like the ancient Vikings. These formidable warriors would stop at nothing to get gold, including wiping out anyone who stood in their way. They had set up enormous mining operations in South Africa, using massive machinery to extract gold from the earth. This machinery would throw up cubes of gold weighing at least 100 pounds each. Human slaves were forced to carry the gold to massive spacecraft that transported it to their mothership outside Earth's atmosphere. They carried out the same operations in South America and Australia. Humanity's only hope rested on the climate. For some reason, the aliens seemed to avoid the cold regions of Antarctica, and although the Yukon area of Canada was rich in gold deposits, they had so far avoided that part of the globe. Our scientists worked tirelessly to figure out how to weaponize ice or develop an ice beam. If we could create something like that, we might, just might, have a chance. After months of research and countless trials, our scientists succeeded. A team managed to develop a prototype ice beam capable of freezing alien machinery in its tracks. It was delicate work, but the first test was a success. We began mass-producing the ice beams, equipping our forces with the one weapon we had that could level the playing field. The turning point came when the aliens launched a major offensive in the Yukon. They underestimated the growing resistance, and as they advanced, they were met with a wave of freezing energy. Their massive machines, which had seemed invincible, began to freeze and malfunction. We hit them hard, using the ice beams to disable their mining equipment and spacecraft. For the first time, the invaders began to retreat. Weeks passed, and humanity's forces grew more organized and confident. Alien supply lines were cut off, and their morale began to crumble. We knew the battle wasn't over, but the ice beams gave us the advantage we needed. With their gold mining operations halted, the invaders were unable to replenish their forces. Slowly but surely, humanity began pushing back, reclaiming territory and breaking the alien hold on Earth. The final blow came when the alien flagship, which had been coordinating the raids, was frozen in midair by our new weapon. Its massive engines failed, and the ship crashed, throwing the alien forces into disarray. Without their command structure, they lost their ability to resist. Humanity had begun to fight back and reclaim the Earth. Though the scars of the invasion would remain, humanity had proven that even in the face of an unstoppable enemy, we could adapt, survive, and ultimately prevail. The very greed that had brought the aliens to our world, their gold sickness, became the force that led to their downfall. Please like and subscribe, leave me a comment, and let me know what you thought about this story.